Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the 8th taking the month of April 2022. I am Grace Dorcas and Yekachi First headlines. Resign before April 11th. Governor Ikpeazu advises elective office seekers. Court sets dates for Nnamdi Kanu's bail hearing. Federal government to finance 2022 budget deficit with new borrowing. We'll take commercials. We'll be right back with the details and many more. Stay connected. Welcome back. Now the details. Director ABN TV, a leading online medium in Nigeria, Mr. Ifeanyi Okali, has facilitated with Interpol Systems consultant and security expert Sir Chikwe Udensi at the occasion of his birthday, describing him as a true lover of the people. In a birthday message on Friday, Okali recalled how Sir Udensi, a governorship aspirant in Abia, has continued to touch the lives of less privileged members of the society through empowerment, palliatives, and cash distribution. Governor of Abia State, Okezie Ikpeazu, has advised his appointees who are interested in running for any political position in 2023 to resign not later than Monday, April 11th, 2022. This, he said, is owing to Section 84(12) of the amended Electoral Act 2022, which has been signed by President Muhammadu Buhari, and subsequent release of the necessary guidelines to facilitate each free election in Nigeria by the Independent Electoral Commission (INEC). Members of the People's Democratic Party Abriba chapter at a meeting held on Thursday expressed appreciation to Chief Fred Idika for all he was able to achieve in his time as Transition Council Chairman of Ohafia local government area. Speaking during the presentation of Idika as a Federal House of Representatives aspirant for Aruchukwu and Ohafia constituency, the leader of the party in Abriba, Chief Mba Okariwo, described Chief Idika as one of the best TC chairmen that served Ohafia local government in current dispensation. APC leaders and elders in Abia have vowed not to recognize Mr. Kingsley Ononigbo as the state chairman of the party, insisting that his purported inauguration by the national leadership of the party in Abuja is an attempt by the Secretary of the National Caretaker Executive Convention Extraordinary Committee of the APC, Senator John Oduhe, and cohorts to give the party to their suspended friend in the state. They said that the purported certification of Mr. Ononigbo, whom they describe as a lone individual, is an illegality that will not be allowed to stand, noting that the party is not a one-man's business that can be used as a gift. The General Manager of Abia State Tourism Board, Honorable Atuloma Onyekachi Jackie, has stressed the need for the indigenous Igbo crafts, skills, and culture to be imbibed in the school syllabus. Atuloma made this known at Etitinabu Isiama Faruku Umahia North Local Government of Abia State during the year 2022 annual Cultural Day of the Priceless Work Academy. A House of Assembly aspirant for Aruchukwu constituency and Abia State, Mr. Ifeanyi Ogbonna, better known as Ignis, has congratulated the governorship aspirant in the state, Sir Chikwe Udensi, at the occasion of his birthday, describing him as a deeply passionate statesman and patriot. Mr. Ogbonna noted that Sir Udensi, an Interpol System consultant, has demonstrated true love for the peace and stability of the country through dedicated efforts to endeavor in enhancing security of the people. In a facilitation message on Friday, the Abia Assembly member hopefully notes that Sir Udensi is an embodiment of conscience, of truth and fairness, irrespective of whose ox is God, praying to God to strengthen him in good health and prosperity. The Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, has said stakeholders in the ruling Progressives Congress APC will resolve the crisis prevailing in the Abia State chapter of the party. Addressing some leaders of the party from Bende local government area on Thursday evening in Abuja, the former Abia State governor said gap in communications led to the crisis. Justice Bintanya called the Federal High Court FHC in Abuja on Friday afternoon announced that May 18th and 26th as the dates for the ruling for bail application of the detained leader of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. ABN TV reports that out of 15-count charge against the Nigerian separatist leader, 8 were struck out. Other count charges will be tried by the court. The National Assembly has begun moves to thwart the actions of some members of the Federal Executive who are bent on removing Section 84(12) from the Electoral Act 2022. It was gathered that the nation's apex legislature have started the process of appealing the judgment of a Federal High Court in Umuahia and Abia State, which removed Section 84(12) from the Electoral Act. President Muhammadu Buhari has written to the House of Representatives seeking an increase in the 2022 budget deficit to be financed through borrowing from the domestic market. According to the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, President Buhari said this in a letter read by Speaker Femi Gbadabiamila during plenary on Thursday. The president also requested the review of the 2022 medium-term expenditure framework upon which the budget was hinged. While on the foreign scene, the government of Ghana has banned spending and transactions businesses in foreign currencies in the country. This was contained in a statement issued on Thursday by the Central Bank of Ghana. According to the statement, the Apex Bank wants citizens and companies to stop transacting businesses, pricing goods and services and advertising them in foreign currencies. History was made on Thursday, April 7th, as the United States Senate confirmed Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson as the first black woman ever to serve on the Supreme Court. The Senate voted 53 to 47 to confirm Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson as the 116th Supreme Court Justice. When sworn in this summer, Jackson will be the first black woman to serve on the nation's High Court. At least 39 people were killed and dozens wounded when rocket hit a train station in the city of Kramatorsk in eastern Ukraine. Donetsk regional governor said on Thursday of people trying to flee Russian attacks were at the station during the attack. While in sports, Alex Iwobi says he and his Everton teammates must prove they are capable of challenging in the Premier League in their remaining games this season. The two Toffees currently sit just 1 point above the drop zone with 9 matches before the end of the campaign. Frank Lampard's men face a tough run of fixtures, starting with this weekend's home clash against Manchester United at the Goodison Park. And this brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, recap of our major headlines. Resign before April 11th. Governor Ikpeazu advises elective office seekers. Court sets dates for Nnamdi Kanu's bail hearing. Federal government to finance 2022 budget deficit with new borrowing. These and many more did you find on our platforms. Log into www.abntv.com.ng and you can also follow us on our social media platforms being displayed on your screen. I am Grace Talkers and you catch up with this night. Stay safe.